In C++ homeworks, we often need to read text files line by line and parse the data. Here is how we can do that. The example text file is like this: a city name and a couple of statistical data. We will use fstream, string, and scstream libraries. Scstream will be used to parse the data from string lines. Define file variable and initialize it by open function. Define line variable to read the lines into. First, we will use this getFrom operator to get data from file. And then print the line string to output to see what we have read from the file. And that is obviously not line by line. GetFrom operator reads data word by word. Let's try something else. We will use the getLine function to get the whole line. Yes, now we have read the file line by line. Now we will extract data from the line string. Initialize string stream and read data from that stream using the getFrom operator. Print the output. Fine, it worked. That is how we can extract numerical and string data into separate variables. In the second question, we will get text from keyboard and write into a file. Include needed libraries. Define an off-stream file variable. Use put2 operator to put the text into file. And finally, call the close function to release the file resources. And yes, we have the output file here. And now we will get the text from the user and put that text into the file. Okay, let's move on. In the third question, we will delete a desired line of a text file. Define file variables. Define an integer line to delete variable. Prompt user to enter the inputs. Define ifstream variable to read the file content. And define an offstream variable to write the modified file content. Start the read line index with 1 to match the user input. Read file line by line. If the required line index is encountered, ignore that line. Otherwise, put the line in the output file. Close the file variables. Let's give it a try with input text file and want the second line to be deleted. Yes, the output is as expected. In the fourth question, we will replace the desired line of a text file with a text user provided. Define variables and prompt user to enter the inputs. Get input file name, line to replace index, and the replacement text value. Define the file variable. Start reading the file. Read the input file line by line and build the file content variable. If we are reading the desired line, don't append the line read from the file, but append the replacement text value. And when the file content building job is done, put that content to output file. When you give the same file name with the input file, you can override that file. Okay, let's review the code again. Try with the input text file. But there is a problem. The code execution is finished before taking the replacement text value. We need to put a C in ignore call here before the getLine call. Again and want the second line to replace. And that's fine, we can continue. In the fifth question, we will get text from the user and append it to an existing text file until exit word is entered. Define the variables. Prompt user to enter the input. Define a constant exit case. At this time, we open the file with append option. Read input by getLine function and compare with the exit case. If it is the exit case, break the loop. Otherwise, put the input to the file. Let's try with the input text file. Giving some statistical data for other cities. Yes, the inputs are appended to the end of the file. In the next question, we will copy an existing file into another new one. Define the variables. Prompt user to enter the file names. Initialize input and output files. Read from the input file line by line and put to output file. And finally, close the files. Let's create a copy of input text file. Alright, let's move on. In the next question, we will practice to delete a file. Define the variables. Get file name to delete from the user. We use remove function to delete the file. And because it expects a char pointer to a char array, we use the cstring function of string class to get that char array. Yes, the file is deleted. Let's try again. Okay, let's continue. In the last question, we will practice binary file read and write operations. We will get height and temperature values from the user until -1 is entered. Save the values into a binary file. And finally, read and display the stored values from the binary file. Open an output file with binary option. Define the variables. Get the numerical inputs from the user. Check if anyone is -1 and break the loop in that case. Use write function and pass the reference of the values and size of them. Print the written values to the output. Run and try with some inputs. Yes, the file is created here. And we will read from the binary file to see what we have written. Again, we are using the binary option. Use read function to read values from the file into the variables. Check if we have come to the end of the file. If that is the case, break the loop. And print the output. Close the file. Let's run and try again. Yes, the written values and the read values are the same. And if you need to analyze the binary file, you can use the hex editor to see its values. And that's it. Thank you for watching. See you on next video.